Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Know Your Daughter to Item series. In our previous episode, we covered items from... Do you remember which? We covered items from... Come on, guess it. Still waiting. Anyways, let's begin. We covered items from armor, upgraded items, and we covered Eternal Shroud. And in this episode, we will start talking about Crimson Guard, which is an item listed under base shop under armor. However, it requires an item from secret shop to be completed. We'll be looking at additional information, abilities, recommended heroes, tips, trivia, gallery recent changes. At first, card view. It costs 37.25 gold, which includes 1050 recipe cost. Sell value is 1862.5 gold. Active ability is guard. Passive ability is damage block. Bonuses are plus 250 health, plus 12 health regeneration, plus 8 armor. It's not shareable. You cannot disassemble it. It does give you such alert. This recipe requires one guard, Helm of Iron Will, and a recipe of 1050. Now, moving into additional information. Proc chances of all sources of damage block work independently from each other. Okay. Damage block is independent. Okay. So, which means you can have multiple. Yeah, there you go. When multiple sources of damage block proc on same attack, only one with highest block damage value takes effect. Abilities. Guard. No target ability affect allied heroes. For 8 seconds, grant nearby allied heroes and buildings 100% chance to block 70 plus 50% of caster's strength as damage from each incoming attack. Wow. 50% of caster's strength as damage from each incoming attack. Wow. Units may only be affected by guard once every 34 seconds. Okay. Cast animation is instantaneously, radius is 1200, proc chances is 100%, block damage 70, strength is block damage bonus 50%, buff duration is 8 seconds, attack limit duration is 34 seconds, cooldown is 35 seconds, which requires 75 mana. Interrupts caster channeling abilities upon cast. Affects allied heroes, including illusions and buildings and invulnerable and heated units. Does not affect creep heroes. Does not affect units that have been affected by guard in last 34 seconds. Captain. A status buff icon on affected units shows remaining time for it to be able to get affected by guard again. Stack limit duration has falling properties. Duration is set up on cast and is always 1 second less than cooldown. Cannot be reset by rearm. Guard has an ensured damage block and has falling properties. Therefore, damage block with a lower value, each damage block passive ability will not proc since higher damage block value takes place. There you go. Does not work against damage from words, sources, like that word. Does not reduce physical damage from abilities except for these abilities. What are these abilities? Okay, so Blade Mail, damage return. Following abilities is blocked by damage block. Okay. So Blade Mail, Nyx Assassin, Spike Carapace, Spectre Dispersion, Lunar Moonglaze, and Silence the Glaives of Wisdom, Storm Spirit, Bouncing Projectile partially. Okay. And not blocked attack damage is Pangolier Swashbuckle, Snapfire Lil Shredder, Pangolier Shield Crash. Okay. Okay. Universal Damage Block. Okay, and this Combo Breaker, Magic Fast Shield, Kunka Ghost Ship, Fudge, Flesh Ship, Visage Grip, Grapekeeper's Cloak, and Combo Draco. Alright, cool. Other abilities do not react on damage when it gets fully negated, reduces zero, preventing on-damage effects. Okay. There's one guys. There's Photic Shield. Okay. Falling abilities still do react on fully negative damage. Alright. Alright, so now damage block. The passive ability affects only self, grants 60% chance to block 75 damage from incoming attacks on melee heroes and 50 damage on range. Proc chance 60%. Block damage for melee 75, block damage for range is 50. Damage block uses pseudo-random distribution and has falling properties. When multiple different sources proc on same attack, one with higher value takes priority. However, multiple sources of same value stack multiplicatively. Does not work against damage from words and sources. Word sources. Does not reduce physical damage from these abilities except for these abilities, which we covered earlier. Like that. And recommended heroes list. Heroes whose default item build includes Crimson Guard as a situational item, X, Bristleback, Darkseer, Elder Titan, Enchantress, Omni Knight, Fudge, Spirit Breaker, Timbersaw, Underlord. Tips: high damage block of Crimson Guards active is good against illusions because their low damage is heavily reduced or negated completely. Similarly, it is also good against small summons such as Undying Zombie, Spiderling, Spiderite, or Trent, to name a few. Okay. Crimson Guard is effective against armor reduction as damage block takes effect before damage reduction of armor. This means that if incoming damage is actually going to be amplified due to negative armor, a large portion of it can be blocked before it is amplified. Nice. Damage block and armor reduces a lot the damage returned by an enemy blade mail. A lot damage returned by an enemy blade mail. Best combined with Pipe of Insight or other sources of barrier. Trivia: icon for this item is based on armor worn by Ember Spirit on an old concept artwork. This, okay. Now, this is how it looks. The recent changes in 7.33c version increased recipe cost from 925 to 1050. Total cost increases from 3600 to 3725 gold. Increased card mana cost from 0 to 75. And 7.33b version reduced guard strength as block damage bonus from 60% to 50%, which stays true still. 7.33 versions, item cost changes, reduce Vanguard Vanguard cost from 1825 to 1700. Increased recipe cost from 809 to 925, which is again in turn gets hiked up to 1050 in 7.33c version. And also total ghost remains it's hiked up to 3725 gold. Guard changed block damage from a fixed 75 to 70 plus 0.6 into current strength, which is now 50% of current strength in from 7.33b versions and onwards. It is duration from 12 to 8 seconds, which stays through. Still, that's it, fellas. We covered it. Now, so we covered Crimson Guard. In our next episode, we will look into Lotus Orb, and maybe can we do BKB as well? I guess not. So yeah, we'll do them individually, and we will have more regular episodes so that we can cover them more quickly and finish it up very soon. Until then, be good to yourself and everybody around you, both in game and out game. Last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.